Want help to grow your business? Download Bryn, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit bryn.ai or search the App Store today.
Welcome to episode 12 of Family Business Matters, where our topic today is the importance of philanthropy in the family business. My name is Lloyd Russell, Principal of TCB Solutions, and with me today I have Mr. Chris Woolton from the Philanthropy Australia, an accredited family business advisor with national and international experience, Ms. Marina Skinner. So welcome guys, thank you for your time today.
Thank you, pleasure to be here.
Yeah, it's an interesting topic, philanthropy, isn't it? Because we feel that it's something only rich people do, and that sort of thing. Yet, family and private business is such a big thing. So, Chris, in your role at Philanthropy Australia, you would see a lot of different types of philanthropy.
Yep.
So could you give us a bit of an overview of the different spreads of philanthropy?
It's a good place to start.
Yeah.
How long have we got? Look, there's a range of... People use the word philanthropy in many different ways, and in essence, it's a catch-all phrase. So we try and break it down in terms of what we call structured and unstructured philanthropy. Unstructured philanthropy is where most individuals are familiar with. That's just where you give to a charity, and you can give a small amount or you can give a large amount based on your own family needs, individual needs, etc. But it is money in, money out.
Yep.
So it does good work, etc. But it really is one where you get inundated with requests. Whereas we try and encourage, especially family businesses, that where there's wealth generated, just think about what we call structured philanthropy.
Yep.
And with structured philanthropy, this is where you can actually put money into a pot, what we call a corpus. You invest that corpus in a charitable structure of some kind. We'll talk about the different types later.
Yep.
And what you earn off that, you give out. What's the difference? Well, the real difference is you can plan your philanthropy. You can plan in terms of what you may want to give over 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, rather than just being one-off giving.
Yep.
But also you can use it as a defence. Most families, most individuals, especially high net worth, get inundated with requests. They go to a function, they go to a friend's party, they're down the local pub, whatever they are, they get an ask. They know if they're a successful business, you know you're going to be asked. Yeah. Whereas you can actually use the structure. So actually, we have a family structure, whatever it is, and we give to X or A, B, C. We don't just give to anything that comes through. And so what we find is people move from being unstructured and being victims to requests to using their structured philanthropy, one, to have a structure and a focus like they do in their businesses,
yes. Yeah.
But also to handle all those requests and say, I can say no, and feel comfortable saying no, because that's sometimes very hard when people know you're successful and you have money as a family or an individual. So.
And I suppose that links very well into a number of our previous episodes. And Marina, you and I spoke about the family office, and you did just touch on that it was sort of linked to family governance and sort of linked to philanthropy. Would you like to expand on that little bit now that Chris has sort of opened up the door for you, so to speak?
He certainly has. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Lloyd. Yes, I think it's such a worthwhile thing to do, and what I love seeing and working with families as they develop and come to the realisation that they need to put some structure around their giving is aligning that to their values, what the family stands for, what they believe in and the purpose that they have, and then using that to guide them in the way in which they make decisions about where they give, and treating it like a business decision as well is really important, and using that to perhaps flipping on its head a little bit, in that rather than having all these requests coming at them, turning around and saying, we've actually developed the way in which we like to give, and you need to meet this criteria for us in order for us to be comfortable that we want to give our money to your cause. And then not just giving, but actually holding that organisation accountable for demonstrating that the money has been used for the purpose that the family has wanted to give.
Yeah. Well, the families, they've worked hard for that income. This is where a lot of people think philanthropy is just doing good.
Yes.
But it's actually aligning it to your values. If you're a family business and you want to run it through the family business as well, it's aligning to what is the company and the family business values. And there may be obviously normally overlaps with the family values, but it might be completely separate too. So we see people do both. They put their philanthropy around the business so that all their employees become almost family members of the business and of what they're doing philanthropically, but also their family might have some very different personal issues with the next generation, etc. Might have a slightly different nuance to it, so they can also do it separately. But where you see it working well sometimes, where they do it both ways. They're actually leveraging their business, but they've also got some family interests that they're trying to take into account of family members who might not be associated with the business. So you can do it both ways.
And is there a, like in anything with family business, and we probably touch on a little bit there, that as the next generation goes, there's an evolution. Is there a evolution with philanthropy that you think you're just a sponsor at your local place first, and you don't do philanthropy, and so it's a little bit of this is it?
To continue enjoying this presentation, download Brin, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit brin.ai or search the App Store today.